So let us say you have cash worth $100,000.
Okay.
100,000,
Yep.
right? Format, cell, number, redundant currency. 100,000. So there's $100,000 in your account, and you find a stock whose price is $50.
Okay.
$50, right? You say, okay, I want to put 50% of my money towards buying this stock.
Right. Thousand
Okay.
shares. Yep.
Yeah, 1,000 shares. I want to buy 1,000 shares. So shares bought is bought is 1,000. Cash spent is equal to minus minus E2 E3
Right.
multiplied by G3. So 50,000 has been spent.
Yep.
Number. Okay. So 50,000 has been spent.
Right.
So the cash left is going to be equal to D2
Minus or
plus
plus
plus F3,
F3. Yep.
right? So I'm left with $50,000. Now, so now let me also make another column saying shares owned, right? So shares owned is equal to H2, which is 0,
Yep.
plus G3. So now I own 1,000 shares,
Yep.
right? So the next thing I want to do is calculate the value of the account. Value of the account is equal to D3, that is the total cash in the account, plus H3, no number of shares in the account, versus the price, which is E3.
Right.
So $100,000 is sitting,
It's a value.
still
Yeah.
is the
Yep.
value of the account, right?
Yep.
Now, at every time the price drops by $1, I'm going to buy some number of shares. So shares bought or sold per trade, per trade, right? Let that be say 10. Every time the share price drops by $1, I buy 10. Every time it rises by $1. That part is obvious to you, right? I mean, that's how
Right.
the stressless trading method works.
Understood.
So now, if I keep buying 10 shares every time the price drops by $1 and I go all the way down to zero. So I bought at
Mhm.
49, 48, 47, 46, 45,
Right.
44, 43. What will be my average purchase price when the price is let's say $1?
Well, if we start at 50, right, the average price is going to be 25 if we go all.
Exactly. Good,
Yep.
good, 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 good.
Yep.
The average purchase price is going to be equal to E3 divided by 2,
Yep.
right? Total share that will be bought, that will be bought. And just to make this clearer, let me just do this for my cells. Come on. Format cells, alignment, wrap text. Okay. So now total shares that will be bought, I'm buying at 49, 48, 47, 46, 45.
Right,
So I will be buying basically 50 times E3
right.
multiplied by number of shares, which is J2,
J2. Yep, 10.
right?
Yep,
So total cash needed to make these purchases is equal to K3 multiplied by L3. Average purchase price multiplied by total shares bought, right? That is 12,500,
right.
right? But the total cash I have is 50,000. So to leverage 50,000, I can increase the number of shares I'm buying and selling to 40.
Right.
So now the story is set. I have $50,000. I need $50,000, right? Extra cash, the cash that I don't need, is going to be equal to D3 minus M3, which is $0,
So
right?
that's zero
Now
cash.
let us say the price drops to 49. When the price drops to 49, I'll be buying another 40 shares. So the way I'll calculate that is J2 multiplied by E2, E3 minus E4. I've done E3 minus E4 because suppose the price dropped by $2, I would have bought 80 shares.
You would have bought 80 shares if it dropped by 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it had dropped by 3, I would have bought 120 shares because I've allocated that much. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Every time it drops by $1, I buy 40 shares. So if I suddenly find that the price was 50 yesterday and today morning I got up, it's at 48, I would not just buy 40, I would buy 80.
By 80, yes.
Yeah. So that I have the same number of shares at the same price. Right. So now the shares owned will become 1040.
Yep.
Right. My cash spent is going to become 1960. So the cash left in the account is going to
Right.
be 48,040.
Yep.
Right. The value of my account has actually dropped because the price has gone down. My value has gone to 99. Right. So just to keep everything in perspective, I'll actually calculate profit. Profit is equal to current value, which is I3 minus initial value, which is D2. So initially the profit is 0. Now the value has dropped. So now I have a loss of $1,000, right?
Yes.
But the cash needed itself has come down to 48,020. So if I take the difference between cash and cash needed, it will become $20. This is the extra cash.
So where is the extra cash come from?
It is the difference between the cash in the account
Right.
and the cash needed.
And what define cash needed?
Cash needed is now the price has dropped to 49. So using the same math that you have given me,
Oh,
the
okay.
average
Yep.
purchase price is 24.5 and
Yep.
I need to buy 1960 stock. So cash needed is the multiplication of these two.
Got it.
So the difference between the two is extra cash, right? Although my account has had a loss of $1,000, there's $20 I can walk away with because I don't need that $20 anymore.
Right.
So now let us stretch this story a little further and take it to 47, 46, 45, 45, 45, all the way down to 45, right?
Yep.
And now since all the cells are well populated, I can just take this and stretch it down.
Yep. Stretch it down. Yep.
And basically I can just stretch this down and I can stretch this down. So somebody will looking at this portfolio will say you have a loss of $5,400, but there's an extra cash of $100, right?
Yep.
The price has dropped, but the customer that the investor can still walk away with $100 because it's not needed for any future trades.
Right.
Now let us take it the next step. Let's take it 46. Let's let the price rise.
So it goes up one. Yep.
Let us take it all the way 47, 48, 49, 50, right? All the way to 50. And now again we can stretch all the cells. Every time we sell, we'll get some more cash in our account. And let me just stretch this whole thing here,
Stretch it
right?
down.
So now at 50, my cash in my account is 50,200,
So your extra cash is 200.
200, right?
Yep.
But my extra cash has been steadily increasing. Whether the stock goes up in price or down in price, my extra cash is just steadily increasing. This is our magic, right? This is the part that is now I'll take it even one step further. Let's go and make it 55.
Okay.
So that the story becomes 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, right? And now let us again stretch all these cells.
Right. So we're selling into strength. Yep.
And the cash in the account is increasing. The value of the account has gone to 104,800, right?
Yep. So 4,800 is our extra cash.
No, no, no. That is that's why I'm doing this whole thing.
Ah,
It is not 4,800. 4,800 is the profit, but the extra cash is $300.
$300. Okay.
So every time, whether it's a buy or a sell, no matter what be the price, no matter what is happening to the stock, for every trade, I make extra $20, right?
Right.
So now I had initially 100, I put in 100,000 in the account. All I need to see happen is 50 trades during a month and I'll get $1,000 in extra cash, right? So as long as the volatility is helping me generate 50 trades a month,
Right.
I'll make $1,000 that goes into my pocket. I don't have to explain that to anybody. I don't have, it does not affect my portfolio. I can just walk away with $1,000.
Yep. All right. This
So,
this makes sense now.
so this is all, I mean, at some level, it almost sounds like if only Bernie Madoff knew all this,
He wouldn't go to jail.
he
Yeah.
wouldn't go to jail, right? So, so we have validated the Bernie Madoff story. We can generate that 1% that he was promising his customers
Right.
legally, completely legally, right? So this is our value proposition,
Got it.
right? Unless you get an audience to get to listen to you until this point,
Yep.
you are never going to capture their imagination.
Got it. No,
And
you're
until you capture their imagination, they are not going to